born? Are you serious? His father is Abazar Sayyid Quraysh or Sayyid al-Batha. His mother, the noble lady Fatima bint Asad. His uncle Hamza Sayyid al-Shuhada. His brother Ja'far, the Shaheed of Muta. He's the cousin of the Holy Prophet. What are you talking about? Even the enemies. There is another incident that is quoted in Nahjul Balagha. One of the companions of Ali alayhi salam enters to a majlis that Muawiyah is there. Ibn al-Dababi, it's in Nahjul Balagha, the last part, the Hikam, Ikhtisar, Kalimat Ikhtisar of Amir al-Mu'min. He says, Ya Samara. His first name was Samara. How can you define Ali and describe Ali for us? And he started talking about Ali, subhanallah, in front of his number one enemy. You have to be very brave. Look at the jadib of Ali. The attractiveness of Ali. He doesn't care what's going to happen after that. He says, Wallah, when Ali is standing on his prayer rod and he holds his beard and cries the way he cries, as if that he was bitten by a poisonous snake. He cries like someone who loved his loved ones. وَيَبْكَى بُكَاءَ الْحَزِينِ يَتَمَلْمُلَ تَمَلْمُلَ السَّلِيمِ. What does Ali say? He addresses the dunya, ya dunya, ya dunya, ya dunya. Oh dunya, oh dunya, oh dunya. You come to me, Abi ta'arrafti, am ila tashawwaqti. You come to me, you wanna deceive me? Your deception is not gonna work because I divorced you 3 times. قد طلقتك طلاقا ثلاثا. لا رجعة فيها. There is no return in this type of divorce. And Nahjul Balagha says, Muawiyah said, Wallah, you're telling the truth, Ibn al-Dababi. Wallah, you're telling the truth. Even the end. There is a book, Mawsu'atul Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. It has 8 volumes. And there is one part, it says the poetries for Amir al-Mu'minin by his enemies. Look at this. There was a majlis and Muawiyah was giving gifts to the poets who recite their poetries against Ali alayhi salam. Now it's Amr ibn As time. Amr ibn As is one of the enemies of Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salam, right? He was one of the enemies of Islam. He basically intends to recite a poetry against Amir al-Mu'minin. By miracle, this poetry comes out of his mouth. بِآلِ مُحَمَّدٍ عُرِفَ الصَّوَابُ وفي أبياتهم نزل الكتاب وهم حجج الإله على البرايا بهم وبجدهم لا يستراب. Because of this household, the family of the Prophet, we know what is wrong, what is right. وفي أبياتهم, in their houses, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the ayat of Quran. They are the Hujjajul Ilah. Anyway, it's a long poetry. In one part he says, Aliyun ad-durru wa dhahabul musaffa. Aliyun ad-durru wa... Ali is a pearl. وَالذَّهَبُ الْمُصَّفَى, in clear gold. وَبَاقِي النَّاسِ, the rest of the people are nothing but dust. وَبَاقِي النَّاسِ كُلُّهُمْ تُرَابٌ. And then he continues, هو البكاء في المحراب ليلا هو الضحاك إذا اشتد الضراب هو النبأ العظيم وفلك نوح وباب الله وانقطع الخطاب. هو النبأ العظيم وفلك نوح. If you want to survive in the storm of fitna and darkness, go to Ali. Ali will save you. Any other address is a wrong address. Ibn Sikit, in the time of Mutawakkil, based on my very small knowledge and research, none of the Khulafa of Bani Umayyah and Bani Abbas were as cruel as Mutawakkil. La'natullah. He was the one who destroyed the haram of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, in the grave of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, and he made a farm over it. In the Shias and the followers, obviously, we have this attraction towards Imam Hussein. Remember? Attraction. I'm talking about it. They cannot hide the grave of Hussein. Somehow, even we close our eyes, we find the majority of Imam Hussein. On the day of Ashura, no matter you're a practicing Shia Muslim or not practicing Shia Muslim, on the day of Ashura, you go to Hussein. You go to Hussein. The Shia and the followers of the Ahlul Bayt found the grave of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Mutawakkil couldn't stop people going, ziyarah. He said, if you go, you need to pay a fine. What is that? You will lose one of your limbs, either your hands or legs. And people would go, and they would lose their hands and legs. They would chop them off. Subhanallah. At that time, there was a scholar, his name was Ibn Sikit. Ibn Sikit, he was a faqih, he was a muhaddith. There was a rumor, we believe that he is a Shia. He was, one of the companions of the Ahlul Bayt, alayhi salam, Imam al-Hadi. But obviously they were doing taqiyya. But in the basically castle of Mutawakkil, there was a rumor that Ibn Sikit is Shia. But he was very knowledgeable, he was very educated. Mutawakkil hired him to teach his kids. He has 2 sons. So one day, Mutawakkil basically brings his sons, Ibn Sikit is there, and he tests his sons. The level of their knowledge was, mashallah, high. And then Mutawakkil asked this question for Ibn Sikit. Ya Ibn Sikit, are my children better than Hussein and Hassan, or Hassan and Hussein are better than my boys? Ibn Sikit was furious. He was angry. How dare you compare your sons with Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein, Sayyid al-Shabab Ahl al-Jannah? He said, Ya Khalifa, let's not talk about Hassan and Hussein. Your kids not even close to the qambar of Ali. They're not even close to the qambar of Ali. What are you talking about? Ibn Sikit obviously got angry. He ordered his soldiers to cut his tongue from his neck. Basically killed him just because of that. And he knew what's going to happen to him. This is the jagaba of Ali. Besides salawat. one of the reasons that so many people failed Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salatu wassalam, because they had more attachment to dunya than the Imam of their time. Because the jadaba in attraction of dunya was more significant than the jadaba in attraction of the Imam of their time. They loved Ali alayhi salam, but they loved their dunya more than Ali. Right? And it is very hard, even almost the brother of Imam Ali, Aqil, he was very close to fail. I mean, kind of, he failed the Imam of his time, but he came back. He returned to Imam Ali alayhi salam. Hani she is the step sister of Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salatu wasalam. He's well respected even by the Prophet. Her and her servant go to the Darul Khilafah to collect their basically share from the treasury, just like other Muslims, like other believers. She goes to Amir al-Mu'mineen. Amir al-Mu'mineen gives her 20 dinar. 20 dinar. She leaves the Dar al-Khilafah, and then her servant comes and she asks her, how much did he give to you? She says, 20. I am from Quraysh. I am his sister. I am Arab. And you're none of them. How come he gives equally 20 for you, 20 for me? She was not happy. She went back to the Dar al-Khilafah. Ya Ali, I'm your sister. Ya Ali, I'm Arab. Ya Ali, I'm from Quraysh. I'm Hani. 20 for me, 20 for her. Ali said, as long as I remember, I don't find any ayah in Quran that Allah says you should give more money to people from Quraysh or the people who are close to you, your relatives, your family members. Sorry, that's it. You like it or not? Subhanallah. Walid, this is my last, inshallah. Walid was caught by people while he was drunk and he was leading the Fajr prayer in Masjid Kufa, right? So basically he, instead of 2 rakats, he did 4 rakats. People went to him, Ya Amir, Fajr prayer is only 2 rakats, you did 4. He said, if you want, I could do 6. Right? He was, and then people realized that he's drunk. And he was that drunk that they basically took off his ring. That time it was his basically khatam, his stamp, which was very, very important. He didn't realize it. They wanted to take it as evidence, take it to Khalifa, the 3rd Khalifa, just let him know this is the Amir in the Islamic government in Masjid Kufa, in Masjid during the prayer. He was drunk and he threw up in the mihrab. So obviously he's from Bani Umayyah, Uthman, they're family members, they're very close. Uthman said, you know what? I dismiss him. But no punishment. Ya Amir, Ya Khalifa, you need to punish him because he's drunk, he did, in public. So it took a long time. So many of the Sahaba of Rasulullah went to the 3rd Khalifa, he didn't want to punish him. You know who punished him? Ali. Ali arrested Walid and lashed him 80 times. 80 times. That's Ali. And he knew he's going to pay the price. And that was the Jamal. the battle of Jamal. These people who didn't get any dunya thing from Ali, said, you know what? They turned against Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salatu wasalam. That's why, brothers and sisters, the Imam of our time, Ajjalallahu ta'ala Farajahu Sharif, recite salawat please. He's going to govern just like his grandfather, our beloved Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salatu wasalam. Let me read this hadith. It's very, basically, it's very scary, this hadith. Whenever I read this hadith or remember this hadith, I get goosebumps. So what happened, this is the hadith. Abazar is narrated this from Imam al-Baqir alayhi salatu wassalam. فَخُرُوجُهُ, the return of the Imam of our time. فَخُرُوجُهُ, Imam Mahdi فخروجه إذا خرج يكون عند اليأس والقنوط من أن يروا فرجا. Subhanallah. He will return and reappear when the nightmare of despair and hopelessness overwhelms everyone. Oh, he's not coming. When he's gonna come? People complain. Before the faraj of the Imam, you need to find your faraj. You need to find your faraj. Are we ready to assist the Imam? To help him? Or another Ashura will happen? That's not the sunnah of Allah. That's not going to happen. Do we deserve to be amongst the soldiers in assistance of the Imam of our time? And no one holds hope for deliverance anymore. There's no hope. Oh yeah, I hear this from people. Oh, Gaza, see Gaza, what's going on in Gaza? Where is the Imam? See what's going on in Lebanon, in Syria, all over the world. These atrocities. Look at this Zionist regime. The Zionist regime. Look at what the administration of this country, this government is doing to the world. All the fitness, all the zulm, you find the American government is basically leading it. Every single war, you see they're leading it. These are war criminals. Right? These are war criminals. He's sitting president in previous ones. So, people ask, what I tell them, and first I address myself, am I ready for my Imam? Or I'm going to leave him alone? Because Imam is not going to force you, he's not going to force me, you need to stay here. In the middle of the battle, if you go to the Imam, okay, I'm going to go. The Imam is not going to say, oh, you need to stay. Go. Save your life. Go. Yeah. So, we don't have time for this. I'm going to finish the hadith. Blessed is the one who witnesses his time and stands among his companions. Woe to the one who opposes him, rejects his commands, and aligns with his enemies. Woe unto them. 2 times. Why? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us the ma'rifah of Amir al-Mu'minin Abi Talib alayhi salatu, which we love him dearly. But we need to know and we need to remember that Imam of our time is Ali of the time. Imam of our time is the Husayniya of the time. Imam of our time is Imam Hassan of our time. Right? They are like one person. Just like one person. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hasten the reappearance of the Imam of our time. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant shifa to all the people who are sick and ask for shifa. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless the souls of all the marhum marhumat, especially marhum marhumat of this gathering. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala include us amongst the people who read Quran, understand Quran, and acts upon the ayat of Quran, inshaAllah ta'ala. Allahumma nawwir qulubana bil Quran, وزين أخلاقنا بالقرآن، واشف مرضانا وارحم موتانا بالقرآن. اللهم اجعل حياتنا حياة محمد وآله بالقرآن، واجعل مماتنا ممات محمد وآله بالقرآن. اللهم عجل في فرج مولانا صاحب العصر والزمان بالقرآن. وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا بالقاسم المصطفى محمد. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
What are you doing? 100%. Oh, yes. Yesterday,
امشب با دعای فرج برنامه امشب تمام میکنیم که بعد شام دیگه. اعوذ بالله السمیع العلیم من الشیطان الرجیم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. الهی عظمت البلاء و برح الخطا و انکشف الغطا و انقطع الرجا و ضاقت الارض و منعت السماء و انت المستعان و الیک المشتکى و علیک المحول فی الشدة مبرخا. اللهم صل علی محمد و آل محمد اولي الامر الذین فرضتم علینا طاعتهم وورثتنا بذلك منزلتهم ففرج عنا بحقهم فرجا عاجلا قريبا كلمح البصر او هو اقرب. يا محمد يا علي يا علي يا محمد يا محمد يا علي يا علي يا محمد يا محمد يا علي يا علي يا محمد. اكفيانا فإنكما كافيان بإذن الله وانصرانا فإنكما ناصران بإذن الله. يا مولانا يا صاحب الزمان يا مولانا يا صاحب الزمان يا مولانا يا صاحب الزمان. الغوث 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 أدركنا أدركنا أدركنا. الساعة 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 العجل العجل العجل. يا أرحم الراحمين بحق محمد وآل الطاهرين. صلى على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. دعای حضرت حجت در مهدی می‌خوانیم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم كل وليك الحجان بن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آله في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه زكاة وتمتعه في حياتنا. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد
اللهم صل على محمد